back, learners. Let us learn to solve the second question. A protein solution after 1000-fold dilution gave an absorbance of 0.4 in 1 centimeter path length cuvette at 280 nanometer. Its molar extinction coefficient is 44,000 m-1 cm-1. Find out the approximate concentration of the stock solution. To solve this question, we need to know the Beer-Lambert's law. I hope you have learned the Beer-Lambert's law. What the Beer-Lambert's law states, the absorbance is directly proportional to the concentration of the solute in the solution. This is the Beer's law, and Lambert's law says that absorbance is directly proportional to the path length. Yes or no? Now, since we have here this particular proportionality sign, while we have to equate this equation, we need to add a constant, and that constant is nothing but our molar extinction coefficient. So our equation becomes absorbance is equal to the molar extinction coefficient multiplied by the concentration of the solution as well as the path length. Now let us find out what all details are given in the question. We have been provided with the absorbance, that is 0.4. We have also given the path length, that is 1 centimeter. So we have the absorbance, we have the path length, as well as we have also been provided with the molar extinction coefficient over here. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have all these three values, and we can easily find the concentration of the stock solution by just substituting them. So let's start solving. We know absorbance is given as 0.4, which will be equals to the molar absorptivity, which is given as 44000, multiplied by the concentration, which is the unknown, and the path length, that is the 1 centimeter. So from this we can find the concentration just by dividing our 0.4 with 44000. And how we can solve this? Most of the entrance exam are computer based, and you can get an on-screen calculator which you can use for solving such equation. So we can just solve it by dividing this throughout by 4. So we will get 0.1 divided by over here, then this particular 0 over here, will come something like this, divided by 1100. Then we have our 0. If we put the 0 to the denominator, we will have something like 1 divided by 11 into 10 raised to 1, 2, 3, and this particular 0 here, and if this particular 0 goes upward to the numerator side, we will have minus. Okay, so if you find out the value of 1 divided by 11, it somewhat comes around 0.091. So we have this particular value, and what will be the unit? Since we have here a molar for this molar extinction coefficient, so this unit will be in molars. So this is the concentration we have got. But now there is something else which is given in the question. It is given that this particular protein solution for which we found its concentration, it was originally 1000-fold diluted. So when it is 1000-fold diluted, and if we want to find the concentration of the stock solution, that is before it was diluted, then what we need to do, we just have to multiply this value with this 1000, that is 10 raised to 3. So if you multiply this value by 10 raised to 3, what we get, we minus 4, and here is plus 3, so minus 1. So we get a something like this 0.0091, because it was 10 raised to minus 1 here, and we just put it over here somewhat like this. We will write this particular equation like this. So we put this particular decimal point here, so we move it 1, 2, 3 places, so 10 raised to minus 3 molars. Okay, this is the what we answer we get. But when we look into these options, we can find none of this option is over here like this. So what we can do, since few of the options are given in millimolars, we will convert this molar into millimolar. And how can we do that? We know that 1 molar is equals to 1000 millimolar. right? So if you want to convert the molar into millimolar, we have to multiply with what? We have to multiply with 1000, which is nothing but 10 raised to 3. So we will multiply here with this. This is your 10 raised to minus this 10 raised to 3, and this we will answer will get in this, not micromolar, this is millimolar. Okay, here it has to be millimolar. So we know this gets cancelled out, so we get our answer 9.1 millimolar, and we can find this is there in the option number D. So this is the correct answer. I hope students you all understood this particular question. By just remembering one small formula that we learned earlier, we can easily solve this question. Let us solve the third question. 0.1 ml of a bacterial culture was diluted into 9.9 ml buffer. 0.1 ml of this dilution is again diluted in 9.9 ml of fresh buffer. Plating 0.1 ml from the second dilution tube yields 72 colonies. Calculate CFU per ml. Students, this particular question is similar to the serial dilution method that we have learned in our regular practicals. Now let us solve this question. It is mentioned that initially they have taken 0.1 ml of the bacterial culture. Okay, and this 0.1 ml culture was added to 9.9 ml buffer. Okay, and then this particular solution, which was comprising total of now 10 ml, was again from this they have taken 0.1 ml of the culture and added to again 9.9 ml buffer, and from this how much is taken? They have taken 0.1 ml and they have plated it in a petri dish, and they obtained 72 colonies. Okay, so now for finding CFU per ml or the cell density, the very important thing here is to find out the dilution factor. How to find out dilution factor? For that I will give you one small trick. For finding dilution factor, you have to divide this 0.1 is the volume of the solute, right, or the culture. You divide it with your total volume. What is the total volume here? In this it is 10 ml, correct? Because 0.1 plus 9.9 is 10. So 0.1 up divided by 10, and what we get is, we just put this point to the denominator, so we will get 1 upon 100. So here the dilution is 1:100, so dilution factor over here is 100. Okay, so we got here the dilution factor as 100. In the second case, now this particular solution was diluted in the similar manner, so we can say 0.1 ml plus 9.9 ml will again give us 0.1 divided by 10, which is equal to 1 upon 100. So again over here dilution factor comes out to be 100. Okay, after this what they did was, after this they took 0.1 ml. Okay, so when we take 0.1 ml and we have to find the CFU per ml, right? So here again we have to multiply this particular value by 10. So we have got all the factors that we have to multiply to this 72 colonies to obtain the CFU per ml. So the correct answer will be 72 into 100 again into 100 multiply by 10. So it will be equal to 72 into 10 raised to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 CFU per ml. I hope students this particular question is understood for you to solve. This was a very simple question. If you get a similar question, always remember, first calculate the dilution factor, and what all colonies you got here, just multiply it. If you like this video, like and share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So I will see you all in the next video with again an important question from a PYQ. This is going to help you to solve your MSc entrance exam. Thanks for watching.